Here are today's biggest moves on the Indian stock market, analyzed straight from the exchange filings by flashfinance.news. 10 stories, ordered by market value from the largest company down, what changed, the key numbers, why it matters, and what to watch. Let's get into it. Story 1. JSW Steel. JSW Steel achieves global investment grade status with Moody's Ba3 rating. What changed? JSW Steel's credit rating was upgraded from speculative grade, BA1, to investment grade, Ba3, by Moody's, following a period of aggressive debt reduction. The key numbers. Net debt, June 2026 Rs 46,157 crore. Net debt reduction, 15 months Rs 30,406 crore. Net debt EBITDA, June 2026 1.46x. Debt reduction versus net worth, -35.5%. Current India capacity, 31.9 MTPA. Target capacity, 4 years 54.8 MTPA. Why it matters? Investment grade status allows the company to access international capital markets on more competitive terms, potentially lowering its overall cost of borrowing for future expansions. What to watch? Investors should monitor the reduction in finance costs in future quarterly reports and the execution timeline of the 5 MTPA Dolvi expansion scheduled for FY 2027-28. Story 2. Indian Oil Corporation. IOC reports Rs 2,662 crore net loss in Q1 FY27, governance flagged over board composition. What changed? IOC has transitioned from a highly profitable FY26 to a quarterly loss in Q1 FY27, driven by a massive increase in raw material expenses and inventory adjustments. The key numbers. Net profit loss, Q1 FY27 Rs 2,662.37 crore. Revenue from operations, Rs 2,75,971.77 crore. Cost of materials consumed, Rs 1,71,135.97 crore. Revenue versus TTM revenue, 31.6%. Finance costs, Rs 1,609.82 crore. Why it matters? The loss highlights the vulnerability of India's largest refiner to crude price volatility and potential marketing margin compression, while the board vacancy raises significant regulatory and governance concerns. What to watch? Investors should monitor the Ministry of Petroleum's appointments for independent directors to restore board committees and watch for management commentary on gross refining margins, GRMs, to understand the cost spike. Story 3. ABB India. ABB India Q2 orders surge 50% to Rs 4,363 crore, Rs 90 special dividend announced. What changed? ABB India achieved record quarterly order intake and announced a major special dividend payout to shareholders. The key numbers. Q2 order inflow, Rs 4,363 crore. Order inflow versus TTM revenue, 33%. Special dividend, Rs 90 per share. Order backlog, Rs 11,898 crore. Cash position, Rs 7,243 crore. Material cost percent of revenue, 62.9%. Why it matters? The surge in orders confirms strong industrial capex in India, particularly in data centers and renewables, while the dividend reflects high capital efficiency and a strong balance sheet. What to watch? Investors should monitor the sustainability of the 50% order growth rate and the company's ability to pass on commodity price increases to maintain margins. Watch for the record date of the Rs 90 special dividend and execution progress on the Rs 11,898 crore backlog. Story 4. GAIL, India. Rupees 4,292 crore PAT. GAIL reports strong Q1 FY27 with 240% sequential profit growth. What changed? GAIL has delivered a massive sequential earnings beat, recovering from a relatively weak Q4 FY26, with core transmission volumes showing steady growth. The key numbers. Standalone PAT, Q1 FY27 Rs 4,292 crore. Quarter-on-quarter PAT growth, 240%. Q1 CAPEX, Rs 6,176 crore. CAPEX versus annual target, 53.7%. NG transmission volume, 122.36 MMSCMD. Polymer production, 51 TMT. Why it matters? The results demonstrate the resilience of GAIL's core infrastructure business, transmission, which provides a cushion against volatility in the marketing and petrochemical segments. The high capex spend indicates rapid progress on long-term capacity additions. What to watch? Investors should monitor the recovery in polymer production volumes and the sustainability of gas marketing margins given the mentioned geopolitical headwinds. The high capex utilization in Q1 suggests aggressive execution of the pipeline and petrochemical expansion plans. Story 5. Central Bank of India. Rupees 7,000 crore equity fundraise and MD CEO appointment approved at 19th AGM. What changed? Shareholders have formally authorized the board to raise Rs 7,000 crore in fresh equity and confirm the permanent appointment of the MD and CEO. The key numbers. Proposed fundraise, Rs 7,000 crore. Fundraise versus market cap, ~25%. Total dividend, FY26 Rs 1.20 per share. Calending book, Rs 14,285.08 crore. Promoter holding, June 2026 81.19%. Why it matters? The capital infusion is critical for supporting the bank's 10 to 16% growth target and improving capital adequacy, especially as NIMs have seen a 52 basis points year-on-year squeeze. What to watch? Monitor the announcement of the specific timeline and pricing for the Rs 7,000 crore fundraise, as this will determine the extent of equity dilution for retail shareholders. Story 6. Clean Max Enviro Energy Solutions. 107% revenue growth in Q1 FY27, contracted portfolio reaches 6.8 gigawatts. What changed? CleanMax transitioned from a net loss in Q1 FY26 to a Rs 55 crore profit in Q1 FY27, while doubling its revenue and reaching a record commissioning milestone. The key numbers. Revenue from operations, Q1 FY27 Rs 832 crore. Adjusted EBITDA, Rs 494 crore. Reported PAT, Rs 55 crore. Total contracted portfolio, 6.8 gigawatts. FY27 capacity addition guidance, greater than 1.5 gigawatts. Cost of debt, 8.4%. Why it matters? The results demonstrate strong operating leverage as the portfolio scales, particularly within the high-margin data center and AI infrastructure segments which now dominate the order book. What to watch? Monitor the execution of the 1.5 gigawatts capacity addition guidance for FY27 and the impact of the proposed domestic bond issuance on further reducing borrowing costs. Story 7. Rashtriya Chemicals and Fertilizers. Rs 171.54 crore adverse impact as government tightens energy norms for Thal unit. What changed? The Government of India has lowered the energy consumption threshold used to calculate urea subsidies for RCF's Thal unit, effective retrospectively from April 2025. The key numbers. Total adverse financial impact, rupees 171.54 crore. Impact versus TTM P80, tilde 40.1%. Revised energy norm, 5.984 GCAL metric ton. Previous energy norm, 6.200 GCAL metric ton. FY26 retrospective impact, rupees 132.52 crore. Why it matters? This change directly reduces the subsidy revenue RCF receives per ton of urea produced at Thal, leading to a significant one-time retrospective loss and ongoing margin compression unless operational efficiency improves. What to watch? Investors should monitor the next quarterly results to see how the company accounts for this retrospective provision and watch for any planned capital expenditure aimed at improving energy efficiency to meet the tighter norms. Story 8. IIRM Holdings India. Rupees 150 crore fundraise, IIRM Holdings to issue equity and warrants to Carpedium Capital. What changed? The company has secured a major institutional partner in Carpedium Capital and a capital pool that dwarfs its current operational scale. The key numbers. Total fundraise value, rupees 149.99 crore. Fundraise versus TTM revenue, 3000%. Fundraise versus net worth, 168.5%. Issue price, rupees 143.28. Warrant conversion period, 18 months. Why it matters? With TTM revenue of only rupees 5 crore, this rupees 150 crore infusion provides the necessary liquidity to execute its strategy of acquiring regional insurance brokers and expanding into East Africa and South Asia. What to watch? Monitor the 33rd AGM on 27 August 2026 for shareholder approval of the preferential issue. Investors should track the specific deployment of these funds toward the company's stated M&A and geographic expansion goals. Story 9. TV Vision. Rupees 294.66 crore default, NCLT initiates insolvency process against TV Vision Limited. What changed? The company has officially entered bankruptcy proceedings, the board of directors is suspended, and an external professional, IRP, now controls all operations and assets. The key numbers. Default amount, rupees 294.66 crore. Default versus market cap, 1733%. Default versus TTM revenue, 2105%. Date of default, 31st March 2018. NCLT order date, 30th July 2026. Why it matters? This is a terminal stage event for the current equity structure. Given the company's negative net worth of rupees 144 crore and a debt claim that is 21x its annual revenue, the likelihood of a recovery for retail shareholders is extremely low. What to watch? Investors should monitor the IRP's public announcement and the timeline for the Committee of Creditors, COSI, formation. Be aware that in IBC proceedings, equity shareholders typically face significant dilution or total loss of value as they are last in the priority of claims. Story 10. Datamatics Global Services. Rupees 206.80 crore acquisition. Datamatics completes 100% stake in TNQ Tech. What changed? Datamatics has moved from 80% ownership to 100% ownership of TNQ Tech Private Limited, making it a wholly owned step-down subsidiary. The key numbers. Second tranche cost, rupees 206.80 crore. Total deal value, rupees 554.80 crore. Target FY26 turnover, rupees 338.09 crore. Total deal versus TTM revenue, tilde 27.9%. Total deal versus market cap, tilde 11.2%. Why it matters? This consolidation eliminates minority interest and allows full operational control over a high-growth asset that adds significant IP and patents in the scholarly journal production market. What to watch? Monitor the integration of TNQ Tech's AI-enabled publishing technology into Datamatic's core offerings and track the impact on consolidated operating margins in upcoming quarterly results. That's today's market wrap. For the full AI analysis of every NSE and BSE filing, visit flashfinance.news. Like and subscribe for daily market updates. Educational analysis, not investment advice.